The Pacific Island region covers more than 800,000 square kilometers of land and millions of square kilometers of ocean. It is a region with many assets such as beautiful marine life and coral reefs, rich food, diverse cultures, and kind people. Over several decades, waste has become one of the major concerns for Pacific Island countries because of challenges in coping with the increasing volume and changing characteristics of solid and industrial wastes. Unique constraints such as geographical isolation, limited economic scale, and dependence on imported goods have made managing waste issues more difficult. The J-PRISM, a technical cooperation project that started in 2011 with 9 countries, we have been assisting Pacific Island countries in terms of solid waste management in collaboration with SPREP. Based on the concept of 3 Rs plus return, J-PRISM has promoted activities to promote the proper waste management and recycling of waste within the region. Since December 2019, J-PRISM II and Samoa Recycling Association have discussed the contents of the pilot project implementation plan. As a result, 3 target waste has been selected from among the waste that Samoa Recycling Association already collects. The selected items are PET bottle, air conditioner, and waste oil, all of which were difficult to collect and process efficiently because Samoa Recycling Association did not have the necessary machinery and tools to manage them. For this reason, in this pilot project, we designed a processing flow for collecting and treating each type of waste, with the aim of achieving a state in which appropriate treatment can actually be performed. Especially for Activity 1 and Activity 2, which process plastics, it is necessary to introduce machines to process them, so JICA will import crushing machine and extruder machine from Japan, and both machines have started operation from July 2022. Since 2019, Samoa Recycling Association has been collecting PET bottles by installing collection cages in supermarkets and restaurants. After the PET bottles are collected, they are washed, dried, crushed, and then granulated using an extruder to produce pellets. We aim to sell the pellets to international recyclers and buyers as raw materials for making new products using recycled plastics.
MNRE was involved in the establishment of Samoa Recycling and Waste Management Association starting from 2017. So we're working with J-PRISM on establishment of the association. Of course, it was enforced in 2018. And SRWMA became the first association of such nature in the region. So starting from there, we work out and formulate pilot approaches to assist MNRE on the matter of waste management. So we are fortunate that J-PRISM has accepted the proposal, and now we are implementing some activities regarding the PET bottles, used oil, and other projects like class under UNDP. SRWMA really works really hard in implementing this pilot project within a long term. As we look at, will be a successful one, and we try to expand this project, pilot project after the project. We like to promote the partnership with the private sector, so this is working quite well with the SRWMA. So they are helping us, implementing some of the major activities regarding waste management in Samoa. These are quite difficult waste streams regarding PET bottle, plastic bottle, and used oil. As you've seen that we haven't had a facility to temporarily store used oil at the moment, but luckily we now have a pilot project with J-PRISM and SRWMA, which are now managing used oil. In the case of plastic PET bottle, as you have known that plastic bottles are low value materials. Luckily we have worked out on how to go about repurposing or reusing this material to create new products called green products, so that minimize the impact of plastic waste in Samoa. Looking at it, we're thankful that J-PRISM has procured machinery, extruder and pelletizer machine for plastic. So we already did some trainings on the operation, and we'll be starting a full operation this month. And we're looking forward to the positive success of this project. SRWMA has worked out in the case of plastic for the pilot project. They have developed a collection system for for alley cans and PET bottles. They have installed cages in around the major supermarkets in town and other public areas. So we see the way we see it. SRWMA must work really hard to implement the activities, and for sustainability again, and moving forward, that we would like to expand this project, and we would like to SRWMA to be on board and work with us, the ministry, and of course J-PRISM, implementing this pilot project. Well, we would like to upscale the outcome of this project, as they are working with us, as we have seen, to a national level. So we are working at the moment on the upscaling of this project, like for collection of plastic bottles and used oil on a national level, so that we can actually manage these difficult waste streams in a more environmentally friendly manner. We like to involve SRWMA on the implementation of the Phase 3 project, including this pilot project, sharing the good practices and the positive result from this pilot project. And we will also share this successful outcomes of the pilot project in the region. All those countries that participated in the J-PRISM regional project. I would like to work together with them in the future. Coming the development of Phase 3, we would like to have the outputs and activities specifically for SRWMA to continue working with us and collaborate with us and JICA in implementing and managing of these difficult waste streams.
There's no secret in the success of SRWMA. I think it just brings, we just have a group of people that have a lot of passion with recycling and trying to keep Samoa clean. There's a need to work together, and we need a recycling platform to share our activities and learn from each other. Each island has their own strengths, and through collaborating we can come up with ideas to help address problematic waste in the Pacific Islands. The government has played a huge part in the success of SRWMA. They endorse a lot of our projects. We need them to enforce policy and regulations to help with recycling in Samoa. The heart of SRWMA is the donor partners, and we'd like to thank all the partners out there, especially JICA and J-PRISM, who have played a huge part in making SRWMA a success. Without your assistance, we won't be able to do the work that we do today. In saying that, we need the support of all our donor partners to continue to do what they do in supporting the work of SRWMA for a cleaner and greener Samoa.
In this activity, the plastic for the indoor unit of the air conditioner is sorted, washed, crushed, and molded into a brick mold using an extruder machine. This makes it possible to make bricks that are made from 100% recycled plastic. Samoa Recycling Association aimed to develop sales markets in Samoa.
Well, I think that J-PRISM has done very well in Samoa. I think that the JICA SPREP relationship is 20 plus years old, so it goes back a long time. And the JICA work, the J-PRISM work of how SPREP sees is that we see it as the waste management experts in the region. And so J-PRISM provides that expertise to SPREP, and expertise that SPREP doesn't have. And I think that Samoa is very lucky to have J-PRISM here, based here in Apia, and to provide that assistance to Samoa. The work that J-PRISM does in terms of addressing its used oil and addressing plastics in Samoa is very good.
In this activity, we aim to create a processing flow that can properly collect and store the waste oil that Samoa Recycling Association collects from car service and manufacturer plants. We collected about 45,000 liters of waste oil in the month of September 2021. In order to be able to export the collected waste oil overseas, we are discussing with overseas buyers, recyclers, and analyzing the necessary procedures, costs and sales routes. In this pilot project, land farming is being carried out to remediate contaminated soil, where waste oil has leaked around the Samoa Recycling Association's waste oil storage facility. Land farming involves excavating oil-containing soil, spreading it out, adding agricultural fertilizer and water, stirring while taking in oxygen, and decomposing the oil into harmless substances such as water and carbon dioxide, through the action of microorganisms. It is a method of purification. This activity is currently being carried out, jointly with Scientific Research Organization of Samoa, and University of the South Pacific.
Well, I think J-PRISM initiatives and projects are very, very important and very useful to Samoa, not only to Samoa, but also to the region. Because especially there are initiatives to find ways to solve our problems with waste. So I really think that it's very important, and I only hope that it will continue on to make more initiatives and make more projects on how to deal with our waste, because waste is now a big problem here in our region. SROS expectations, we need to have close collaborations with donors and also with our partners, especially in ways to help our country, like scientific advice and technical advice in ways to improve our country and also to solve problems that we are facing right now.
J-PRISM is doing a great job in Samoa, particularly for recycling the waste. Samoa, as well as other Pacific Island countries, experience generation of waste due to the urbanization and modernization of the lifestyle, and increasing urbanization and modernization of lifestyle will produce more such type of waste, such as plastic waste, electronic waste, packaging material waste, waste oil, and also metal waste, which is very harmful to the ecosystem and the environment. And Samoa does not have the technical skills and capability to manage those skills. So J-PRISM is helping Samoa to save their environment by recycling those waste. USP believe collaborative works with donors as well as other stakeholders. So this is one of the principles that USP is following since long. So USP has an aspiration to collaborate Japanese universities under the umbrella of JICAs, and USP would like to support as much as possible to J-PRISM activities in future through their technical support within their limited capabilities. But if J-PRISM and JICA involve some Japanese universities to share their technologies, their experiences with USP to shape the Pacific Island countries in future, USP is very much interested to do this type of collaboration.
Ya omaku ra fa penga o ingal plasti pole la pisi la fo ya samo ere I waste kung fang makaika ole plastic ya mesere swa pat pala ya pe fausia se olofo ole fa fika uri kele ole ngaluang porque mire mo ko ko empty mele plastic ma ko e lu ko inga pa mu mal mom ole mu ole ngal apa ing ko inga me ka apa ole lang bong ngal me ka plastic alfa fika uri ole ok ma ko ole mix mai ko kong malapisi ya la mix apa male plastic ya malisi fa fika uri de ya ngal wenga mo me pe singa rodi fo ngal ma fa inga la kwasi isa o mai le ya le cage masa ongol mere ku pule ok maku si ire cage ya ma anti kongokang ya fa ke wa fa nya se kuwa pe ongol cage fa singa maf pe la kulanga ngar ke mi mo ke o kwa ma ngo mele I ke me fudu le plastic ya fa singa kinga inga ke le fudu ya mo me ngai masini ngali nga ya ba be fudu ngole ole plastic ya mesere me ka plastic ya me ko ongai isi plastic mai mo ko pat pala ya ongo ale fonga I mo me ka ole pulum ya stilo o me ka papen ai mo me ma ko singa masinga nga ya fa mo fa ba very full ya masi ku onga e ka mo minga finga bunga wanga o ile ola ba kan karkinni e mo mo fakaya ku ya J-PRISM ya mare aku o Japan ongole polo ke ki fa peng fa ka munga ko ska ko ongol long sua mai awar fa mai ngapa ko aku ile o ingale ole plastic a misere was ol
ai mo mona fa tsaya tu I pa anga umale SRWMA ai mai si fo io company ta itasi o itsono tato asosi ia wa fo ile so ani mai ngaluenga fai a mo fo io na fa tsaya tu ile J-PRISM ia malto vaenga ia awa fo ile so ani mai un fai an fa fai ngo fie fo ngaluenga fai ile aso mele aso itsono mato butoa